Um, um, well, for some reason, the podcast was muted for some reason. I don't know why it was muted. I can't tell you why it was muted. I really can't. But all I can tell you now is it is not muted. I can hear myself. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check. All I can tell you now is there we go. I can hear myself. So I'm gonna just go over everything and everybody can look back at what I was talking about. So what I was basically saying is that basically for for season one we had very low activity. It was too low for my liking. I didn't like the activity that we was having, both on the admin part and on the user part. I think the activity should have been way higher. And that's my fault. I think I could have done a better job at being more engaging, having more questions, talking to y'all a lot more. I think that was on me. So to to counter that, we will be having no more pick'ems for regular season, but instead we'll be having challenges. And basically, how challenges work. Let's say the challenge is you have to pass for 350 yards with your QB. Since you have to pass for 350 yards, first you have to type accept in the chat so I know that you're doing this. And if you don't press accept, we won't be looking at your not record, stat, no matter if you got the challenge or not. You have to type accept. But say you type accept and then you go in the game and you pass for 350 yards. Your reward could be like +3 for your QB, +3 for your receiver, or anything it may be. And you can get +3 to any attribute besides speed, weight, height, etc. Stuff like that. And for another thing we're going to be doing as well, you have to play 75% of your games. So we have more activity, we have more people wanting to play. But the people that don't have anything to play for will be having spoiler games. And if you win certain games against certain people, you could get prizes. You get prizes like devs, you can get prizes like +1 speed, stuff like that. That could add more fun to the game and have you want to win instead of just tanking to get a better draft pick that we was doing last year. And another thing we'll be adding is ESPN is back, but it's gonna be open to everyone. I'm not gonna be the only one texting in there. I want everybody to participate in ESPN, tell each other about your teams, interview your own players, all that other type of stuff. I think it's gonna add a nice feel to it, and it's gonna help us familiarize everybody's team because this was a fantasy draft. So I don't expect anybody to know anybody's team 100% because everything is different. So I think the ESPN tab would help everybody know each other's teams a lot better. But that's all I have to say for season two goals and season one recap. You have saw top five users already because I thought I wasn't muted, but for some reason PlayStation has a mute button as well. I didn't know that. But my top five as it goes is number five. I have Lions. I believe Lions team is very good. I think Lions is going to be a very good user, and I believe in Lions team and he could go pretty far. Number four is Texans. Texans got a team that 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 appeases Quay. I think Quay can go far as well, like he did before. And I think Quay's gonna shock some teams. Most people don't think Quay's gonna do something. Quay came from bottom five. I predicted him bottom five, and he came all the way to top five in a matter of a season. I think he's gonna have a lot to prove this year as well, and I think he wants a bowl under his belt. Number three, I have Seahawks. I have to show respect to Seahawks where respect is given. He made it to the Super Bowl. He should be on this list no matter what. And I think Seahawks made this list. Even though his team has gotten worse, I think Seahawks will fill those places in with his skill. Seahawks is a very good user, and I believe he could possibly go to the Super Bowl if he devs up the right players. Number two, I have Bills. Bills went to the Super Bowl last year and won. Congratulations, he won 31-28 against the Seahawks. But Bills has gotten a lot of people regressed, and Bills have traded away a lot of people as well. And it has me very skeptical about him. I wanted to put him 3, but I have to give him some sort of respect. Bills is a good user. He just gave up too much of his team. I think Bills should have kept some of his team, but I'm not going to tell another user how to run their team. I'm going to just sit back and watch. Because maybe Bills know what's best for his team. And number 1 is going to surprise a lot of people. Most people won't agree with it, but you're going to have to show me. I have Raiders. Raiders has a very good team. Raiders is a very good user. I believe Raiders could shock a lot of people this year. His team doesn't look appeasing on paper, even though his overall is like an 87, I'm pretty sure. But his team is his scheme. His team fits his scheme. And I think for that simple matter, if it fits his scheme 100%, he's going to be 100% better. Because if a team fits your scheme on how you want to play, it's going to be hard to make you lose, hard to get stops, hard to make you make mistakes. Because you know how you want to play with that team, and that team accommodates you. So for that simple fact, I have Raiders at number 1. So it goes Lions at number 5, Texans at number 4, Seahawks at number 3, Bills at number 2, and Raiders at number 1. Whew. Damn. For my bottom 5, I have Bengals at number 5. I don't know why it says 4, but Bengals is going to be my number 5. I don't believe in Bengals team. Bengals has a very skeptical team. And his user isn't the best and it isn't the worst, but I don't think Bengals has the team that's going to accommodate him. I think Bengals wants a different roster of guys that's going to do him justice, and I don't think that's the team. For number 4, it should be, is Chargers. Chargers team is it's iffy. He's being too laid back right now. I don't really like it because his team wasn't the best last year, but I could be wrong. He could just be developing his players, and I'm just hating for no reason. So, anyway, I just don't think Chargers is going to be very good this year. For number 3, I have the Ravens. The Ravens has made this list a lot of times last year, and they're going to make it again because I still don't believe in that team. That team does not strike me anywhere. It has good pieces, and it has great pieces. I just don't think the Ravens are ready yet to take the next step. Number 2, I have the Jaguars. Jaguars has made a lot of pieces and has attempted to trade a lot, but no trades has really been done for him. So for that simple fact, he's at number 2. The only way for him to get off the bottom 5, I think, is for him to make some trades. But until he makes some trades, he's going to stay on his bottom 5. I don't think his team is ready to take the next step at all. And Reap isn't a bad user. It's just his team isn't for him, and I can tell. And number 1 is going to be Packers. Packers has made this list I don't know how many times. Packers is the Packers. I don't know what he's doing right now. He could be cooking something I'm not sure of. But what I have seen from the outside looking in, it doesn't look like he has made a lot of moves. But again, he can prove me wrong, and he could have one of the best seasons I've ever seen. I don't know. I'm just I'm just a messenger. Whew. Okay, now we got schedule predictions. I'm moving a little fast because I'm not gonna lie, I just did a 30-minute session of talking to myself basically. Like I really was talking to myself. I didn't know I was muted. So that was a little depressing. So I'm moving a little fast because my mouth is really dry right now. I'm not gonna lie. And for this game, I have Panthers. The reason I have Panthers is because Steve is gonna be a very good user this year. Broncos is too. But I think Broncos is gonna make mistakes in the early part of the season, which is gonna put Panthers ahead of him in this game. Unless Steve just fuck around and throw 9 picks. I mean, shit. I mean, he's done it before. I don't know why he can't do it again. But we're going to see what happens. It's very possible for Steve to throw 9 picks, and it's very possible for Steve to throw 0 picks. I don't know which Steve I'm getting. But hopefully he's the one with 0 picks, because I'm voting your team. This game, Seahawks is good, Patriots is good. I mean, is what's what. If Seahawks make mistakes early, it's going to be the Patriots. But if Patriots make mistakes early, it's going to be the Seahawks. Ultimately, it comes down to who gets ball in the second half first, honestly. And I trust Seahawks. I trust Patriots for them to both go far. But I have to go with Seahawks just for the simple fact he made a Super Bowl appearance. I have to give him his respect until he proves me otherwise. Until then, I got Seahawks. Titans versus Lions versus Titans. I think Lions gonna come into Tennessee and whoop the fuck out the Titans. That's just what I said. But no disrespect to the Titans. Titans gonna be not a very good, but a decent team this year. I think Titans gonna have a decent team this year. I love the Titans user. I love his is it GIFs, whatever it's called. I love that. I love what he does with that. It makes it a lot more interesting in the league, and I appreciate that a lot. But I have Lions just whooping your ass in this game. I'm not gonna lie. Dolphins versus the Jaguars. I've never seen the Dolphins user play before. Just for that simple fact, I think the Jaguars is gonna take this win. Just because I never seen the Dolphins play. The Dolphins could be nice as shit, or the Dolphins could be trash. I don't know. But what I do know is I've seen Jaguars play before, and he's not a horrible user. So I got Jaguars winning this. Cowboys versus Commanders. Cowboys is a very overlooked team in this league, and so is Commanders. I think the NFC East as a whole is just a very overlooked division. Not too many people talk about it. Not too many people from that division talk in general. And I feel like that needs to change. I feel like the division over there has very good teams that need to be talked about, or even talk shit on, at, on those teams. But Cowboys versus Commanders. Cowboys has a very good team. Not a very good. Has a good team. So does Commanders. I like Commanders RG3. I think RG3 should be scrambling in the pocket a lot with Nike. Nike likes to do that. He likes a scrambling QB, I think. And I think Cowboys has a very good defense. I think Cowboys defense could really shut out the Commanders, but it just goes to who gets more stops on defense. And defense wins championships, and I gotta go with the Cowboys. I think Cowboys are gonna beat my Commanders, sadly. And it's not going to be about a lot because it's a rivalry game. Rivalry games never happen in blowouts unless Nike makes a lot of mistakes. And another blowout, another rival, my bad. Eagles versus Giants. Eagles is coming to New York, but I have to go with Eagles. I have never seen Giants play before, so I have to go with what I know, and I got to say Eagles. I don't know. Okay. Browns versus Ravens. Browns is going to murder the Ravens. I'm not gonna lie. Browns might put up 30. Like, it might be a 30-point margin. I'm not gonna lie. Browns team is nasty. Ravens team don't have what it takes yet. I think Ravens is getting there, but I don't think Ravens is there week 1. I think Ravens will have to go to like week 10 or week 12 for the Ravens to start getting their groove. But yeah, I got Browns winning. Another rivalry game. I know I said rivalry games should be close, but this game will not be close. If Bears somehow fuck this game up, I will never disrespect the Packers again. Like, if the Bears somehow, with that team, the best overall team in this league, somehow lose to the Packers, Packers, you have my utmost respect, and I will stop disrespecting your team. Like, like I'm so serious. Like, there's no way for the Bears to lose this game unless he makes mistakes. Like, everything on his team is better, almost. I got Bears winning. Chiefs versus the Saints. Two very good users, but I think the Chiefs is going to lose this game just for the simple fact he's just getting back into the groove of this league. He's been retired. He has other stuff going on in his personal life I won't talk about. So I think he just needs to get his groove back, coming back into Madden. And I don't think it's going to happen week 1. I think it's going to be like a week 5 type of thing where he starts getting his groove back. Because he's getting back into, he's in the phase where he's starting to enjoy Madden again, so he needs to get his groove back, how he plays back, the new metas, all that stuff. Saints is at his prime right now. Saints was very good last year. I think it's gonna be very good this year. So I got the Saints. 49ers versus Rams. Like I've been saying, I'm gonna keep it sweet and short. I'm beating the fuck out the 49ers. Simple as that. Rams win. Buccaneers versus the Chargers. I don't believe in the Chargers. I think they've been too laid back. So for that simple fact, I don't believe in their roster has that many changes, and I don't really like the changes they have made to their roster. But I have never seen the Buccaneers play before, so I have to give respect to Chargers. I want the Chargers to beat the Buccaneers because I like the Chargers colors. I really do. And I think the Chargers is going to win because I've just never seen Buccaneers play before either. So I think Chargers is winning this game from what I know. I've never seen Buccaneers play. This is going to be another great game. Falcons versus Raiders. Falcons is a very good team that can make it all the way. I really love Falcons team. They could really make it all the way. But I have Raiders winning this game. It's going to be a very close game now. Very, very close. I don't think this game is going to go into a blowout. But if it does, it's going to be off of interceptions, to be honest. Either interceptions or very lucky fumbles that happen in the red zone. Vikings versus... you crazy. But Vikings versus Texans, I don't think Vikings have the team they want right now, and Texans does. It was just for that simple fact. I think Texans is gonna win this game. There's still gonna be a close game, but I don't think Vikings is gonna win this game or have the upper edge against Texans. Steelers versus Bengals. Bengals, you're gonna have to prove to me that you can win something. You like this Hawk a lot to Bengals, so you're gonna have to back up your talk this year. Bengals, you have had a year to develop your players, develop your team, and draft new players. So all the talking you was doing last year off season, I need to see it this year. This is your year to shine and prove me wrong. Because right now, I don't have much faith in your team. If I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, I think Steelers is winning this game. If it was Pick'em, you would be game of the week. Because I really don't think you're winning this game. But you could prove me wrong, and you could prove approved wrong, and you could beat approved ass and just prove me wrong. I don't know. But I got Steelers winning this game. It's going to be a close game, most definitely. Bengals and Steelers is going to be a very close game. I just think Steelers is going to get the upper hand and win. Jets versus the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals can become a great team in like 2 years, but right now I don't believe in the Cardinals team because they just drafted a whole lot of players. So I think the players will need time to develop, go into who they are. Cardinals need time to learn the players, all of that. Because Cardinals had at least 3 picks every round, like at least. So just for that simple fact, I think Cardinals will lose this game, but he will learn his players over time and will become better throughout the season. I think Cardinals gonna be a late bloomer, and Jets will be winning this game. Another great game in the last game of the week. Last but not least, Colts versus the Bills. Colts is a very good user. Bills is a very good user. Bills team decreased. Colts team increased. They're about what's what in team. In skill, they're about what's what. All this game comes down to is whoever makes a turnover. And for the simple fact, Bills is going to be at home. Bills won the Super Bowl last year. I have to respect the Bills, and I have to go with the Bills, no matter what the Colts have made to his team in the offseason. Bills deserve that respect. I'm going to give him the respect where respect is given. Bills will win this game, but it's going to be a very close game. I think it will come down to the last drive. And if there was game of the week, this could be game of the week as well. Just keeping it a stack with you. This is going to be a very good game. But that was all that was said during the podcast that I missed. Well, not missed. Well, y'all have missed since I was muted for some reason. But thank you for everybody for showing up. Thank you for everybody for coming to the podcast, becoming a member of this league, participating in the league. I couldn't have done it without y'all, and I want to thank everybody for participating in this league. All of y'all are amazing. Thank you for participating in this league. Love everybody. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I will see y'all next podcast. If you have any questions, any concerns, let me know. Thank you.